something was missing at Royal Easter 2026. Not just one person, two. And not just any two. Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie completely vanished from one of the most watched royal events of the year.
The royal family have put on a united front to attend an Easter church service, the first public family outing since Andrew Mountbatten's Windsor's arrest.
Something happened at Royal Easter 2026 that...
Not just one person, two. And not just any two. Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie completely vanished from one of the most watched royal events of the year. No arrival shots, no chapel steps, no family photos, nothing. And here's the part that makes this impossible to ignore. This wasn't an accident. It was allowed, approved, possibly even planned. Stay with me, because once you connect everything that led up to this moment, you start to realize this isn't just about an Easter service. It's about a royal family quietly rewriting who belongs and who doesn't. Let's start with what everyone saw. Windsor Castle, spring sunlight, cameras everywhere. King Charles, Queen Camilla, and Prince William and Catherine making their first Easter appearance in 2 years. The full, united front the palace loves to project. Everything looked normal, but it wasn't, because two key figures were missing from that picture. And in royal life, absence is louder than presence. Now, here's where it gets interesting. According to multiple confirmed reports, Beatrice and Eugenie didn't just skip the event. They made alternative plans. And those plans were made with King Charles' full understanding. Let that sink in. This wasn't a last-minute cancellation. This wasn't something came up. This was a coordinated absence, which immediately raises the question, what situation is so serious that the palace would rather have two royal princesses disappear completely than stand on those steps? To understand that, we need to rewind, not to Easter, to a birthday. February 19th, 2026. Prince Andrew, or more accurately now, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, was arrested on his birthday. Yeah, that's not the kind of gift anyone forgets. Police took him into custody over allegations tied to sharing sensitive information with Jeffrey Epstein. He denied everything. He was released the same day. But honestly, at that point, it didn't matter. Because the damage wasn't about the outcome. It was about the image. A senior royal being taken in by police on camera on his birthday. That's not just a scandal. That's a shockwave. And here's what most people don't realize. That arrest didn't come out of nowhere. It landed on top of months of damage already building behind the scenes. And because just a few months earlier, King Charles had done something almost unthinkable. He stripped his own brother of his royal titles. Completely, no half measures, no soft landing. Titles gone, status gone, public role gone. Then came the relocation. Out of his royal residence, moved to Sandringham, removed from the center of everything he'd known his entire life. Think about that for a second. Born into royalty, served in the military, represented the country for decades, and then cut off. Publicly. Permanently. And that was before the arrest. So, by the time Easter arrived, 7 weeks later, the royal family wasn't dealing with a slow-burning issue. They were dealing with a full-blown crisis that was still unfolding in real time. And right in the middle of that storm, Beatrice and Eugenie. Now, here's where things get complicated. Because this isn't just about their father. It's about everything surrounding him. Their mother, Sarah Ferguson, stripped of her honorary title in York. Their names, appearing in Epstein-related documents. Now, to be clear, they were young at the time. Teenagers, brought into situations they didn't fully understand. But in today's climate, context doesn't always matter. Association does. And right now, that association is heavy. One royal expert didn't sugarcoat it. He called the York name toxic. Not controversial, not complicated. Toxic. That's a strong word. especially in royal circles where everything is usually softened. And when something reaches that level, the palace doesn't take risks. So suddenly, their absence from Easter starts to make sense. Because imagine the alternative. They show up, cameras catch them, headlines explode, and instead of talking about William, Catherine, and the future of the monarchy, everyone is talking about Andrew. Again, that's the one thing the palace cannot afford right now. But here's where the story takes a turn most people miss. Because despite everything, Beatrice and Eugenie haven't been completely pushed out. In fact, just a few months earlier, they were at Christmas with the royal family, walking alongside William and Catherine, smiling included. So this isn't exile, not exactly. It's something more strategic, a targeted withdrawal, and that distinction matters. Because it tells you the door isn't fully closed, but it's definitely not wide open either. Now here's where things start to get tense. Because inside the palace, there are reportedly two very different approaches happening at the same time. King Charles, still protective, still supportive of his nieces, trying to keep them within the family structure. But Prince William, much more cautious, much more decisive. There are reports he advised distancing from them publicly. No photos, no shared moments, nothing that could blur the line between the monarchy and the scandal orbiting their father. Two approaches, two visions, one family caught in the middle. And if you're Beatrice or Eugenie, what do you even do in that situation? Show up and risk making things worse? Or stay away and risk fading out completely? Because right now, every move they make comes with consequences. Attend an event, it becomes a headline. Miss an event, it becomes a different headline. There's no winning move, only damage control. Even their personal lives are shifting. Eugenie stepping down from a major charity role. Beatrice reportedly blindsided by exclusion from Royal Ascot, then maybe included again. Then maybe not. Everything is uncertain. Everything is conditional. And everything depends on one thing. What happens next with Andrew? Because as long as that investigation is ongoing, nothing stabilizes. Every development resets the board. Every headline reshapes their position. And the palace is constantly adjusting, quietly, carefully, strategically. So what we're really watching here isn't just a family dealing with scandal. It's an institution protecting itself in real time, making decisions that aren't personal, even when they involve people they care about. And that's what makes this story so uncomfortable, because Beatrice and Eugenie didn't create this situation, but they're living inside it. And right now, there's no clear way out. So the real question is this temporary? Or is this the beginning of a permanent shift in where they stand inside the monarchy? Because one thing is clear, the rules are changing, fast, and not everyone is going to come out of that transition in the same place they started. What do you think? Did the palace make the right call keeping them away? Or is this where things start to go too far? Let me know in the comments, because this is one of those moments where the public reaction actually matters. And if you want to understand where the monarchy is heading next, stay close. Because the next story breaks down exactly who's rising and who's quietly being left behind.